In 2014, a Facebook quiz asked 20 questions about your personality. It wasn't research, it was a weapon, and 87 million people were the ammunition. It starts in 2010 when Facebook widened its doors. A new tool let outside apps see not just your data, but your friends too. In 2013, Cambridge researcher Alexander Kogan built an app, quiz questions about stress and parties. He called it "This is Your Digital Life." Only 270,000 people ever took the quiz, but the app quietly reached into their friends lists too. First reported at 50 million profiles, later revised to 87. That data didn't stay in a university lab. It moved to a private firm in London to turn psychology into political strategy. Cambridge Analytica, founded in 2013, funded in part by hedge fund billionaire Robert Mercer. At its head, CEO Alexander Nix, who promised clients something no pollster ever could: the ability to predict and shape exactly how you'd vote. They called it psychographics, not who you are, but who you could be persuaded to become. The firm claimed it could sort an entire electorate into psychological types and fire a different message at each one. By 2016, the firm's technology was in the hands of a U.S. presidential campaign. It had also been hired months earlier by a campaign fighting Britain's referendum on leaving the EU. The company denied any wrongdoing. Investigators years later would find no clear evidence the Brexit data was ever used. The company denied that link too, but the Trump campaign connection became the story's real political flashpoint. Internally, the firm's own people would later say the data was used to identify persuadable voters and target them relentlessly online. For years, almost none of this was public. Then, in March 2018, one insider decided to talk. Christopher Wiley, a young data analyst who had helped build the system, walked into the offices of two newspapers and handed them the evidence. 87 million profiles, he said, harvested without real consent, used to build psychological weapons aimed at your own newsfeed. On March 17th, the story broke. Within 72 hours, it was a global crisis. Facebook's stock didn't just dip, it lost $37 billion in value in a matter of days. A movement spread online with one hashtag: Delete Facebook. Weeks later, Mark Zuckerberg testified before Congress for 10 hours over 2 days. He apologized, explained what his company knew, and promised change. The Federal Trade Commission opened an investigation. It would take over a year to conclude. For Cambridge Analytica itself, there was no recovery. Clients fled. By May 2018, less than 2 months after the story broke, the company filed for insolvency and shut its doors for good. 15 months later, the reckoning came. A $5 billion fine, the largest privacy penalty in U.S. history at the time. Nix and Kogan were personally barred from data work again. It changed the rules for the entire internet. Platforms rewrote how political ads could target you. Some banned political ads outright. The quiz took 10 minutes. Untangling what it started took years, and some would say, we still haven't finished. If a 10-minute quiz could reshape elections. What's your data building right now?